what did I do for recruiting? I'm going to go over what worked and what did not work. And this is from my personal experience in the last year. I didn't really start recruiting until May, so this is what I've been doing the last 5 months. That's when I really stepped up my recruiting game, and it's made a huge difference in my VIPKid business. What did not work as well? So for me, in recruiting, this means that you have your link as a teacher and you give it to other people or potential teachers that use that link, and then they can apply, and if they become a teacher, then you are paid. So on commission. This is where the most of my income comes each year. This is where most of my income comes each month, is in my recruiting. I keep my same teaching schedule. I keep my same mentoring. Those are the mentor teachers that you see in your mock classes. I do that as well. And then I do my coaching, is what I call it. So I coach applicants through the process of the application. I coach them through their mock class, their demo, and this takes Ava's nap time and any free time I have. It's very flexible. I'm not committed to sit down and teach at a certain time like you are with your students or with the mentoring sessions. So it's been really nice, especially as a stay-at-home mom. Any little split time that Ava's sleeping, or maybe she's doing an activity that I can respond to emails. It's something that's very flexible with my schedule and has worked well. What did not work? I have not had as much success in person. Like, hello, in person. In May, this is when I stepped up my recruiting. I had flyers. I had a ton of flyers made. Skinny flyers. I should show it to you. I will show it to you. Here are the flyers. I created these. I just made them in PowerPoint, and then I printed them. And the printed copies cost quite a bit. It was like $60 to print 120, and I did not pass out all of them. I still have a whole stack of them, and I did use them online, and I'll show you how I did that. So I made this one, not my favorite one, but it's one where you can slice and they can rip off your name, and then they can use that as to apply. And I also left a specific email for these flyers to see how successful they were. So I made an email, teachernancy@gmail.com, and I used that email to assess and see, did my flyers, were they effective, and who used the flyers. And I found out who used them, and it was not the people who I hung this on bulletin boards. So I hung that on a bulletin board. I went to a graduation, number 2, graduation, and I passed out flyers. Here's the flyer I passed out. So I was able to cut these into thirds or fourths. It came 4 on a page, so I got a lot more for my money. And it just goes over how much you make, and then it goes over requirements, and then apply online with my link, and email teachernancy@gmail.com. It looks like this. Very simple. Now what I would change there, I put you make $18 to $24 because I added in the bonus that you do make when you're teaching. And some people said, well, I looked online and it said 14 to 24 to 22. I put 24 because mentors make 24, and 18 I had added in the bonuses. You don't always make the bonuses, so if I made that again, I would write 14 to 24 so that it wasn't confusing and that it didn't look like I was trying to sell them. You're gonna make more than you really make. I would adjust that. And then this flyer was one that I got from VIPKid. So they have flyers on the recruiting link, and you can use those. Now this one, you can write in your teacher name, and you can write in your referral link. So these are nice to have because you can just fill them in yourself. But again, they cost a lot to print, and I felt like it had a lot of information. I really like how simple this is. It's like bullet pointed to just here's what it is. Email me if you have questions. And I also have my YouTube on there so they can find me there. So I have my YouTube channel at the bottom. So this one was the most effective. After I went to the graduation, I'm passing these out to all of those graduating in education. I came to find they already had jobs. There's a huge teacher shortage, and they already had jobs. A lot of them already had jobs. Several I did get referrals out of, but it wasn't near as many as I could do online. Job or school fairs. I went to a homeschooling fair that was just here in Layton. We had a couple teachers that were there from VIPKid, and a representative that was from Beijing came and flew out here to do this. And there wasn't a huge turnout. There wasn't a lot of people there when we were there. these are the flyers that we used, but it was so fun to connect with people. I do like the face-to-face, that I can really talk to them and get a good vibe of if this is something they'd really like to do. So there are pros to in-person. Some people love job fairs. They love doing events at colleges and just doing information events. I am going to do a training the next week with a bunch of VIPKid teachers. I like those ones where you get to coach new applicants through, you help them apply. Not as much success in person, but it's an option, and if that's your personality, go with it. I know Mikell, she does job fairs, she does a lot of in-person and is very successful. So that's great. Whew. Recruiting, what has worked for me? Right here in May, I did this one right here. I was trying to go in person and tag these flyers. There are so many rules. You cannot post these in the school. You have to be affiliated with the school. All of these things, I had to jump through so many hurdles, and I came to find if I go online, I go to the school district and I find it was either Peach Jar, I found the specific person that I needed to reach out to, and I emailed this flyer to all of the teaching staff in the school district. I was able to see so many more people by doing it online. I was getting email after email at this email that I made up on these flyers just to see how effective they were. So when I emailed them to the school district, some make you pay. I did not do the ones that make me pay. I was like, no, they'll make you pay $100 to send it to the parent, or not to the parents, send it to the teachers. And I learned my lesson. I did that on one school district, and you make it back. So it can be worth it, but I found there's so many school districts that are willing to work with you. And I put it as earn extra income this summer, and so many teachers were interested because we know a teacher's salary could use some extra income. So that was very effective. That's one that worked. Another one, let's go to the top, job search sites. So Indeed, KSL, Craigslist, I found a ton of listings for VIPKid, and a lot of other teachers had the same idea. I searched out on Indeed, I would find resumes that matched, that were teachers, that they wanted to be online or they wanted to do something that was remote, and I sent them an email and I sent them the flyer. So if they responded, if they wanted more information, I'd send them more info and we would communicate through email. So using the job sites. Now, that can cost. After you hit your free limit of contacts, you have to start paying. So I was like, no, it's not worth it. I'm not going to start paying for email addresses that I can contact. There's gotta be a better way. Social media. You can post on your page or your timeline on Facebook. VIPKid is hiring and it's an excellent opportunity. I do it every morning. Just kind of share with them your VIPKid testimony. Share with them what you love about VIPKid. And I've done that, and with the Facebook, I specifically reached out and personally messaged teachers that I've worked with, those that were in my cohort in college. I've taught at 3 different schools, 3 different states. I had so many contacts on Facebook that I reached out to, and several have become teachers. Those I play soccer with, I had a lot of teachers that were interested, and it was just, they saw it on my social media. Hey, what's this VIPKid thing? So you plant the seed and they will ask if it's something they're interested in. That was effective. Also on Instagram, I would just post a picture and say, direct message me if you're interested. So those 2 worked, but I didn't want to oversell to my friends. I did it once, done. If you want to take a piece of this pie, then do it, but I'm not going to oversell to my friends. Not my style, not my flavor. Most effective, the final thing, you're looking at it right now, has been YouTube. And this is where I get all of my referrals now, today. I put my link at the bottom of the video. Those who watch the videos that have trainings, they have tips on VIPKid, they will email me or they'll use that application link because you guys are super nice. Dave and I every day say how lucky are we that people want me to be their mentor, their coach, to help them out. It's very flattering and humbling to see 100 emails in my inbox with the title VIPKid referral. And for me to read those and hear their story, this is my background, this is where I'm at, I really want you to help me. And it just warms my heart that someone would take the time to email me so that I could help them out. I get all of those referrals from YouTube, and it's just from having those training videos online. And that was not my initiative. That was not the reason I made these videos. I just wanted to share VIP Kid. I saw another teacher do her classroom and I thought that was so helpful for me to see another teacher. So I did the same thing. And then there was such a great response. Everyone was so grateful for the video. I did another one and they were so grateful for that one. And so I've continued to create them because of how many people it helps. And it's so rewarding to me because I get two things. I get money, but most of all, I get to connect and work with another teacher. And I'm always cheering for them to pass. Sometimes it takes a couple applications. If you've applied and haven't passed the first time, don't give up. You can apply again. Just make sure that you go back to number one and you work on you. How can I better myself, my teaching, so that I can nail this on round 2? All right, those are my tips on recruiting. I know the recruiting section was long, but that's really where I spend majority of my time in these last 5 months. And because it is the biggest payoff and it's also very flexible, I can do it whenever I want to or need to. So you find what is your business model. Are you going to work on recruiting? Are you going to work on building your schedule and teach 8 hours a day? I don't have that time in a set schedule to do. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm too busy with a toddler. I can't find a daycare or a babysitter. My number one goal is to be a mom. And if this interferes or comes in the way, then it really does take some deep breaths, some asking Dave, help me, what should I do? But I do have to sometimes step back and say, my number one goal, why I started this job, was to be a mom. And that's why I started VIP Kid, so that I could be a mom. So if it ever takes over that role and starts interfering, then I need to cut down. And I hope that you have your goals and priorities set, because it does make a difference in your teaching, in your energy, and in your ability to do well. Something will suffer if you're trying to do too much. So make sure that you balance. All right, I want to end with 2 fun fast finishers. I hope that these tips helped you. If you guys have any questions, please leave comments below and I will respond to them. I read every single comment. If I can't respond personally, know that if I thumbs up or like it, that I've read it and I know that you were here and you were listening and you participated. I love the interaction on this channel, so thank you. What do I do? 2 fast finishers, and these go to getting to know your student. Number 2, how do I adjust the lesson to my student? I love to play rock, paper, scissors at the end of the class, and the winner asks the other one a question. So how do I teach this to my student? Watch. Do you want to read a story or play a game? Play a game? Okay. Do you know rock, paper, scissors? Yes? Okay, let's play rock, paper, scissors. Rock. I win. Bonk. What is your favorite thing to do? You could say, I like to ride my bike. I like soccer. You like soccer? Me too. Teacher Nancy, student Ava. 1 point. Let's play. We play again, and the student usually asks the same question I asked them, unless they are advanced and can ask a higher level question, but usually it's the same one. Now for my younger students, I might have to walk them through. 1, 2, 3. The second thing I like to do is read a story, and this is my favorite one, The Peanut. My students usually read it because it's so easy. I'm gonna give you a snippet. It's mine! It's mine! It's my chair. No, it's my chair. And the story continues. They say it's my skateboard, it's my rattle, it's my drums. We act out all of them. It's my drums. Very interactive. They love this one. And get to the middle. Stop. mine. No, it's mine. What do you think will happen? Break? Yes, it will break. Bing! Yum! Munch, munch. Mine! They love that one. They always remember it, they laugh their heads off, you find what the student loves, and that's what we usually do for fast finishers. I just wanted to share a bonus. I hope you guys have an excellent day. Hopefully your business with VIPKid is going well, and if you feel like you're in a rut, or it hasn't even taken off, September is your month. It will take off, I promise. Students are back in school, your bookings will pick up, you'll get to practice, you'll get feedback from parents, you'll be able to perfect your teaching and do the best that you can. Make sure that you work on yourself, not just your props, not just your background, but your teaching, your overall teaching. How do you help the student understand? That's the most important. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'll catch you next week. I have a lot of great recommendations for videos that are coming your way, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe below and check out the playlist Teach. That's where all of my VIPKid teaching videos are. If you want to join me for a workout, or if you want to check out my family and our lifestyle, I also post videos on both of those on this channel here. Okay, my husband just got home from a 4-day trip, so we're gonna go party. Bye! Like, we're gonna go to the park. That's what our party is. Because we have a 2-year-old, and that is what's cool. Bye guys.